Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. 10 minutes away. Haim tickets for the United Center if you beat Kenzie in trivia. Klash with Kenzie, the last one of the week. Get ready for it. Also, did a minor research on Melba Toast, and I believe they are not in Chex Mix. I always thought it was Melba Toast, that brown slab. It is a bagel chip that's in there.
It's a baked rye chip.
A baked rye chip. It's in Chex Mix, which came in the top 10 of gas station snacks in Chicagoland. They are delicious because they're really salty, too. They almost have the everything bagel flavoring on them, and it adds the salt to the other sweet, maybe the Chex part of it, cereal there.
We know how Chex Mix works. Yeah, we follow. We got it.
I'm not gonna break down Chex Mix. Let's get this
Too late, Brian. You just did.
Morning crew. Sports.
I mean, I have no Cubs or White Sox games to break down, so you might as well break down Chex Mix. But the Cubs have the Reds on the north side today. What a day for baseball. That's going to be at 1:20 today. And the White Sox will be at the Orioles. So we'll see how that goes. That is tonight. Now, we mentioned that Chicago sports fans are 5th in the country in this. And what this is swearing. Now, it's not just regular swearing. It is swearing on Reddit after games, or maybe just talking about everything every day that happens with your team, whether it's a trade, whether something just not going on right. So Chicago is 5th with 127 swear words per 1,000 in the comment sections on Reddit.
That's rough. That's a lot of swearing.
It's a lot of swearing. And, when you swear in person, it's one thing when it's an active flow of whatever you're talking about. When you take the time to write the F word down in a comment, just like anything, it carries more weight.
Honestly, I would have thought we were higher than 5. Like, I feel like the only, team fandom I would put above us with being, a little on the aggressive side is probably Philly.
Well, Philly is number 2 on the list.
Who's number 1?
Another list here. We got the Buffalo Bills 3rd, the Patriots fans 4th, because, you've seen the town case. They're like, they're a bunch of mother,
Whose car we taking?
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
In that accent, it's fun to swear.
Oh, my God, yeah.
That Boston accent.
They love doing it.
But number 1, also probably a fun accent to swear in, is New York. The Jets fans specifically, not the Giants fans. They're 8th. Everybody lives in the same region, though. It's kind of weird to have that different swearing dynamic. So, yes, Bears fans specifically, this is NFL only. I should have said for the football, for NFL. And Bears fans should have been number 1 last year. What a disastrous season. The Hail Mary alone.
And we even lost this. We lose everything.
How about it?
Come on.
I mean, after our glorious trip to London to see a beautiful game in Tottenham Stadium, which was going to be predicting what a great season it's going to be after this, they come home to the Hail Mary alone. The Hail Mary comments should have trumped all of this in Reddit, of the swear words they put out there. I'm disappointed that we lost that one, too. Not good.
Oh, there's always next year.
There's always classic Chicago. Finally, last night, the Pacers blew it against the Knicks. Case's Pacers, I should say, of course, not his team, but he grew up in Indiana and now has a lot of nostalgia for not being home while his team could win a title. Should have won a title during the 90s, but unfortunately had the Bulls to work with. Those teams were great. Now we're 25 years later, and they have a great team, and they could make it to the finals. They're up 3-2, but losing to the Knicks 111-94. Rough game last night, Case. Tough one.
I know. I watched it. You're kicking me while I'm down.
Oh, well, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, my God. No, it's really – I'm not happy.
Now,
I'm not happy.
They're sitting there waiting is the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That's right.
Tomorrow, they could get there because the game will be tomorrow night at 7. Knicks Pacers, if they need a game, it's Monday. Oof.
Game 7, yeah. Game 7 will be Monday. Tomorrow night, they go back to Indianapolis for Game 6.
If they need a Game 7 when they're up 3-1, ugh.
I know. I'm trying. Everybody's been telling me to party my ass off and to do all these things, and you're going to the finals. I keep on telling everybody it's a long series. I'll celebrate when we beat the Knicks.
We all know celebration brings doom.
That's what we say around here.
Well, wait till it's all over.
It's a really fun place to work.
I started that phrase, by the way, and I'm kind of maybe I shouldn't have ever started it, but it really does relay and is very truthful in a lot of ways of celebration brings doom. Don't ever celebrate anything. No. Just move along with your day. If you win the lottery, don't celebrate.
I love the origin story of that, which was the last contract extension Brian signed, and all staff email got sent out. You want to congratulate Brian, sticking around a few more years, yada, yada, yada. And Brian comes in the next day, pale as a ghost, going, they're going to get rid of me. This is a curse. There's no way I'm going to last the entire time.
This was from a congratulations email.
That's right. Like, hey, we're so glad he's a part of the team. We've made the decision to keep him around longer. And Brian's going, it's the kiss of death.
Brian thought by longer they meant 30 seconds.
It's the last absolute thing I wanted was a congratulatory email
All I
on
wish
signing
is that
my
they put your
contract.
salary there. Brian has this weird thing about anybody knowing any. You could be like, oh, how much did you spend on? He'll be like, yeah, I can't tell you how much my shoes were. He like freaks out. And I'm like, God, I wish they would have leaked his salary because he would have not been able to come in for days.
Oh, I would tell you, it's more than that. There wouldn't be Q101 anymore.
You would take the whole thing down?
I'm burning it down. If that had happened, I'm burning it down. You know the videos you can see of men walking away from explosions? That would have been me.
Wait, what are those videos?
Oh, those are great. You haven't seen those videos?
He's talking about I think he's just talking about action movies.
Yeah. No.
He's talking about Die Hard?
No, there's listen, you guys don't know. There's a montage. Just put in people walking away from explosions. All from action movies, correct? Or different situations.
On World Star? Where am I looking this up?
YouTube, the wonderful YouTube.
Oh,
You
I
find
love
it there.
YouTube, okay.
It'll take time. You watch that and you'll see what happens. It's very enjoyable. That's what's going to happen if they leak my salary. I didn't need a congratulations on still being here. I didn't need that. That's where that started.
Okay.
Celebration brings doom.
Anyways, Pacers leading 3-2, but in trouble.
Funny story, Kenzie, though. Case has a bet on this game from preseason that the Oklahoma City Thunder will win the NBA title this year, who are already there waiting for his Indiana Pacers.
So,
Very conflicted.
long-time listeners know, this goes back a full 2 years, that I have been labeled, for whatever reason, this Oklahoma City Thunder superfan. And all that happened was 2 seasons ago, the Bulls began their season against the Thunder, and we were talking about it on the show. And I said to Brian and Kenzie, I said, you know, just so you guys know, the Thunder are going to be the next great team in the NBA. They've done everything right. They've got a great front office. They've got all these great players. This has led to rumors that I have a Thunder tattoo, that I'm a Thunder partial owner, all of these different things. So last July, this goes back 10 months now, I placed a bet on DraftKings for the Thunder to win the NBA title this year. I had plus odds. I put a $10 bet down to win $95 if they win the title. Kenzie, I have a chance to cash out on this bet before the Thunder even play in the finals.
And before you continue, just
Yes.
so, because Kenzie doesn't know everything about betting.
That's right.
If you have a bet and you're getting near succeeding in that bet, the closer you get to it on DraftKings, they'll give you this, hey, why wait? You can cash out right now and make some of the bet money, and so you're not risking it. Or you can go all the way and risk losing all of it. So it's a very conflicting.
It's very like deal or no deal.
Yes.
What's in the case?
Yes, it's anxiety ridden. It's terrifying when they give you this total that, and Case is only one game away or one series away from that. So the cash out's pretty good.
So I put down a $10 bet in July to win $95. I can cash out right now as we sit here this morning for $76.05. $76 doesn't just come to anybody anytime. That's real money.
I'm a little confused. Isn't it like the championship right now or no?
No, we're in the conference finals. The next
Oh my
round
God,
is the
this
championship.
game is so long.
So the Thunder's already there waiting for the next team that wins, either the Knicks or the Pacers. And then there'll be
I
another series for
literally
them.
thought the Knicks and the Pacers were like it, like they were the last 2 teams.
No.
So if Kenzie had this bet, she'd cash out now so you wouldn't have to watch anymore. Just be done with it.
Yeah, you should have ended it. Okay. So in your dream world, the Pacers and what is it?
The Thunder.
Thunder, whatever. They end up playing each other. That's what you hope happens.
Yes, because that way I would either win money or I would become happy for the first time in my life because the Pacers won a title.
But if they're playing each other, aren't you going to be so conflicted?
That's the other confliction on this.
This is the rub, you see.
Because he wins money with the Thunder and his home state Indiana Pacers lose, or he loses money and then guess, I don't know what kind of joy he'd get from the victory.
Well, we would find out what joy is like. I've never really experienced it before. So
you could win what, like $20 more if you wait?
Yeah.
$20 more.
So if you cash out now, then you only have emotions for the Pacers to win and you'd be a happier person allegedly.
Well, allegedly.
That's true.
Complicated
and
legacy.
It's $20. It's not like you have $1 million on the line that you're going to miss out on.
No, but $20. Hey, $20 is $20 in this economy. You kidding me?
Well, $20 for 75 or 95.
Mm-hmm.
So
They sell T-shirts that say that $20 because it's like, have you seen those?
I have not.
No, kids,
If they're-
explain it.
they're kind of sexual. Like they'll be like, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20.
All right, there we go.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Get on the phones right now. 312-591-8300. Call to compete against Kenzie in trivia. Haim tickets for the I Quit Tour at the United Center Friday, September 12th. Tickets are on sale now for that from our great friends at AEG Presents and from Brian and Kenzie. So call now to compete in trivia. Last one of the week. Let's go. 312-591-8300.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101. You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Klash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin. Q101.
Let's go. Last one of the week for Haim tickets at the United Center. Huge show from AEG Presents, helping us get those tickets for Friday, September 12th. And the tickets are on sale now, but you get them free from Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Remember, if Kenzie wins, we'll still give them away after 21 pilots. So stay here. But Kevin, they are yours if you beat Kenzie in trivia. Kevin checking in. Ahoy. Tell us something about yourself, buddy.
Good morning. I'm an engineering manager and photographer, and so I basically have other engineers do things for me and then explain to directors why we didn't get things done or did get things done.
So being a manager still has some responsibility. It's not just like you funnel it off to other people, like do this engineering, and then you're still the one that craps out if they crap out. You're in big trouble.
Exactly. I get all the blame when things don't
Okay.
get done.
A lot on your shoulders. Did you ever do any engineering on site? Like, did anybody order you around at one point?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And people still order me around.
Oh, doesn't sound great being a manager.
Being a
then.
manager sucks. We'll be done with all this.
All right, here we go, Kevin. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, bud.
Tails never fails.
It does today. It is heads. Kenzie, you are up. Question number 1. The Outback and the Crosstrek are produced by what car company?
Oh, I didn't think that's where that was going.
Mm-hmm.
You thought steakhouse.
I did. I was in the mood for a restaurant.
Bloomin' Onion.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of car is that?
The Outback and the Crosstrek car company. 3, 2. Guess a car company, Kenzie.
I don't
Any of 'em.
know. I really can't think of it. Like Chevy.
Chevy, the Chevy Outback. A wonderful vehicle. What do you think, Kevin?
That would be the Subaru.
Subaru makes the Outback. Subaru. Kevin's up. Now to you, Kevin. We'll stay in this car world. What type of Jeep model shares its name with a jean company? What type of Jeep model shares its name with a jean company?
Liberty?
Liberty is not right.
Those sound like good jeans, though.
God, I'd wear Liberty jeans.
Could you imagine?
Sounds great. America, July 4th's coming up.
Freedom.
Freedom, exactly.
I picture like Jenko looking like American flag jeans.
Oh, yeah, with the stars and stripes and
Yeah.
stuff.
I guess.
Yeah, you can guess, Kenzie.
Fine,
Because
we're
if
done.
Brian does this, he's gonna say the answer soon. Which he does all
Sooner or later, I will.
Wrangler.
Wrangler is right. That's what you have, right? A Wrangler?
I have a Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah, there you go. 1-1.
And back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what short to medium length female haircut shares its name with a traditionally male name?
Bob.
We knew we'd get one
You
more
call me
haircut.
Bob, 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 Bob.
We've had the mullet. We've had the mohawk. We had, what was yesterday's hairstyle?
The afro.
The afro. Great haircut was yesterday.
Now we've had the
And
bob.
now we have the Bob.
the bob.
And we're done with hair questions for a while.
Oh.
I know. I
Cases out of
apologize.
hairstyles. That's literally all he has.
All right, it's back to Kevin.
That's right. 2-1. Kevin's got one. It's back to him.
Kevin, what floor number is often skipped in U.S. hotels?
13.
13 is right. Being an engineer, I think you probably saw that building stuff and going like, damn, we got to skip 13 because it's unlucky. No one wants
That's my parents' lucky number. Isn't that weird?
No, not really. Sounds about right.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Back to Kenzie.
2-2.
What type of vehicle did Evel Knievel use to perform his stunts?
Well, he used a like a dirt bike.
Dirt bike, motorcycle, would accepted all that stuff because he did use a lot. He had that one thing that was like a rocket motorcycle to try to cover the
The cars?
No, well, he did a motorcycle on that one. It was in Colorado, the Snake River over the Grand Canyon, and he didn't make it.
Did he die
no,
way?
No, he lived. He didn't die from an accident. He just died from all the accidents, I think.
Doesn't his granddaughter listen to us?
She does.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're listening, Evil Knievel's granddaughter, call up and give us, we'll talk to you for a second about all that
awesome.
stuff.
When Evil Knievel passed away and somebody called and was like, yeah, I'm related to him. We're like, oh my God, you have the floor.
Bunch of A-listers we have on this show.
Fantastic. All right, 3-2, it's back to Kevin.
Kevin, the Panthers and Oilers are battling in the finals of what sport?
Hockey.
Hockey is right. Kevin's got 3.
Yes, Kenzie has 3 also. It's back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, question number whatever. What is the only continent without any bees?
Probably Antarctica.
Probably Antarctica is right. So Kenzie's got 4.
And Kevin's got 3.
Kevin, you can tie it up. What cheese is served with a classic Greek salad?
That'd be feta.
Feta cheese is right. I just wanted them to say cheddar. Yeah, the Greeks love cheddar. I love that. All right, so this is it. Kenzie can win with this one?
That's right,
We'll
4 to
see.
4.
Hold on.
It's back to Kenzie.
Okay, Kenzie. What restaurant is credited with the creation of orange chicken?
Oh, probably Panda Express.
It is Panda Express. I didn't know they created it. Is that true?
That is true. 1987, they created orange chicken.
What, were you there? He's like at the ribbon cutting.
But doesn't it go back to the Orient like thousands of years?
It's inspired by the Orient, but orange chicken, as we know it, the modernized orange chicken created by Panda Express chefs in 1987. I know this, of course, because Panda Express is my favorite restaurant.
He has it tattooed on him. Like the date.
On my ribcage.
He has a barcode that he can go to Panda Express. They can swipe it and orange chicken comes out. Well, listen, you ran into a buzzsaw. It was a good race. You guys were very close, Kevin. Kevin, are you still there?
No worries.
Oh, okay, no
I'm
worries.
still there. Just kicking myself over not knowing the Wrangler one.
Yeah.
Like I know cars, I just don't know jeans. So
Yeah.
I don't know jeans. I love that. That's hilarious.
Well, listen, here's what you can do. You can hang up and get ready to call back after 21 Pilots will hit God Bless the Baby. And everybody listening has a chance at tickets to Haim, the I Quit Tour at the United Center. So 2.5 minutes away. Listen for it, and free tickets are yours from Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.